Hey there folks, welcome to this video, and here I'm going to be talking about the Ferrari SF1000, which has literally just been unveiled at what has got to be described as an event so extra it would even be considered extra by the Eurovision Song Contest. But yeah, Ferrari have been the first to properly unveil their 2020 Challenger, with Mercedes doing a livery unveil and Haas doing the rendering releases for the VF20. And I've got to say, I love it. I love the livery design. It borrows from little bits of previous Ferraris. So, for example, the way that a number around the front seems to have a little bit of the 2017 Challenger, in that it has that kind of square on the nose. At the same time, the numbering style seems a little bit 80s, and it also still leans on heavily from last year's SF90 in the kind of overall pattern for it. However, as Mattia Bonotto said, there are a few new bits to the car, and what I'm going to do is compare by side-by-side images. But firstly, I found it funny that he said that the suspension was a bit more flexible. I wonder if COTA influenced that, the US Grand Prix last season. But first off, I'm going to put up a photo. It's from Wikipedia, and it's the SF90 during testing last season. And now, in comparison, I'm going to put up a couple of photos of the SF1000 and bits that I found quite interesting. The first bit, look at the airbox. The airbox for this year seems to have an extra little element on the side of it by the, by the T-cam. And I find that really interesting. It's not really an aero device that is quite prevalent on the grid. So I wonder if that's going to have any kind of effect. At the same time, in this image, you can see a bit of a difference in the barge board. It seems to be split down into two elements. I'm pretty sure this is something that Ferrari have been working with before, but the way in which it connects towards a side pod is very interesting. In addition to that, let's have a look at the front wing, which looks relatively the same compared to last season. Of course, the front wing will change perhaps circuit by circuit, but one of the things that I noticed from how the front wing is that compared to, say, the SF90, it appears to be a bit taller in terms of how the elements are aligned the further out in the car. Though again, like I said, that could be something that varies circuit to circuit. The nose looks relatively similar, but also you can see this bit that I'm talking about where you've got this little patch on the car. Don't know if that's from where they were applying the numbers and whether that's going to stay, but it reminded me a bit of their 2017 Challenger there. Also from the front you can see a nice little housing there for the wing mirrors, and also a bit more about how the side pods seem to have transformed a little bit. And really, those are the kinds of images that I'm going to largely talk about. I couldn't really see much else from some of the other images that I grabbed. So, for example, this one here of the side. Though it does look interesting that the shark fin, compared to, say, the SF90, appears to have a little kink in it, so it doesn't go the whole way down the car like it did on the 90. I find it interesting how they've incorporated the Mission Winnow logo into it. I don't know if that's going to be on the car a lot this season, or whether it's going to be largely missing from it, because of course sponsorship things to do with tobacco. But that's a discussion for another video. They're saying this car is designed to be a bit different to the SF90, and to be honest, from what we've seen here, it does look different. Whether it's going to be faster or not, we don't know, but all I can say is Ferrari, I think, were a bit quicker than Mercedes in actually revealing their car, but also in the, how brief the wait was from the start of the unveiling event to actually seeing what the car will look like. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the SF1000. Let me know yours in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, especially if you don't agree with me, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps me out to boost my metrics. If you want to hear more from me, make sure to hit subscribe. And if you hit the bell notification icon, you'll be notified of any future uploads, any future streams. So, for example, tomorrow, I believe I'm going to be doing a preview for the WRC for Rally Sweden. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.